Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to JWE Wednesday Night Wingcrest. We're coming to you live from Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, where tonight Sakura Ogami and both Despair sisters are set to face off in a triple threat elimination, triple rivalry match, and Senator Armstrong looks to continue his hot streak and put the Men's Universal Championship curse far behind him. This is Wingcrest. And now for our first event of the evening, and what I think might be our first triple threat match of Wingcrest this year. It's our second three-person that I know of. Also the second one including Sakura, but enough about her. Making her way to the ring first, it is one half of the Despair sisters. The ultimate despair herself, Junko Enoshima. And her first opponent, it is the ultimate martial artist and your Women's Universal Champion of Wingcrest, Sakura Ogami. And Sakura is no stranger to, excuse me, I need a cough. Sakura is no stranger to taking care of two opponents at once, especially this season, as she was able to put away Morag and Bridget in that 1v2, handicap match. And, well, this isn't a handicap, no, this is a triple threat, so the odds are even more in her favor. And the third member of the triple threat, it is the ultimate soldier, Mukuro Ikusaba. Completing the trifecta of this three-way rivalry. It is Mukuro Ikusaba, who wouldn't exactly be the dark horse of this match. That would be Junko, but I'd say she's the one to look out for. Sure, all eyes are going to be on Sakura since she's like the Women's Universal Champion. She's been on a really hot streak as of the last couple of months, but I would say keep an eye out for Mukuro. She's a viper. Always waiting for her opportunity and then just striking when the time is right. Junko's more of a python, if I am knowing my snakes correctly. You know, more just like a go attack in your face, whereas, yeah, Mukuro is a viper. Just waiting patiently and then striking. And then of course there's Sakura, who's, I don't know, boa constrictor. Anyway, all three members of this triple threat staring each other down. Referee in the fourth corner rings the bell. And Sakura immediately pushing Mukuro away. Junko immediately going after Mukuro as well. Mukuro taking Sakura down, but Junko with a running bulldog takedown. Sakura pushing Junko away. Junko with the right hands. Sakura with the kick, but Junko with the slap. Mukuro just watching on. And now, finally looking to battle her sister, but Junko with the ripcord uppercut. Stepping out, stepping back in, the uppercut into the jumping tornado kick, allowing Sakura to regain her composure and attack Junko. Picking her up, catching her by her neck, and a power bomb. Mukuro with the reverse neckbreaker, but Junko winning the advantage in that grapple. Hurricane Rana head scissor takedown, and now Junko sliding out, and is the first to head underneath the ring to pick up a weapon, and here comes a baseball bat. Biding her time and now attacking Mukuro, and now Sakura being opportunistic with that pin. Only a 1 count, but it was worth a shot. And now Mukuro heading underneath the ring, picking up a steel chair and looking to attack Junko, but accidentally connecting with Sakura. And now Mukuro trapping the hand and a stomping arm breaker. Now right hand back elbow kick to the gut and a suplex connecting with the leg of the steel chair. But as Sakura picking Mukuro up, Mukuro elbowing herself out, sending Sakura for a hip toss, and now picking her up by her hair, and the lefts, the rights, the kick to the gut, and the facebuster. Junko not wasting much time attacking her sister, sending her into the corner, picking up the baseball bat yet again, and attacking Sakura with it, and then just waving in her face because, yep, Junko is just that bitch. Her own words. And now Junko looking for the tornado toss, always dizzying to watch, and Mukuro just immediately rolling out of the ring to try to regain her composure yet again. Sakura picking up the baseball bat and attacking Junko with it. A little out of character, but wow, just really getting a lot of use of that baseball bat. And now going for a pin, there's 1. There's 2, Junko kicks out. Mukuro heading underneath the ring for another baseball bat. And looking to attack Junko with it again, but whiffing. And now going after Sakura. Whiffing on the attack, Sakura with the clothesline to lay her out, dropping the baseball bat in the process. Turning Mukuro around. And a spinning power bomb. And now Sakura kicking Junko in the stomach, picking her up, and the 180 power bomb. Not going for the pin, instead Junko being allowed to roll out of the ring. And now Sakura going after Mukuro with that foot DDT. And now picking Mukuro up over her shoulders, over her head, military press, facebuster. Not going for the pin again, instead picking up the baseball bat, looking to deal some more damage. Maybe trying to knock the wind out of Mukuro. And now going after Junko. Sakura's just, I don't know, maybe something about having both of her rivals in the ring is just pissing her off, or I don't know what's going on. But Sakura seems more alive than, I wouldn't say ever, but than she's been in the past couple of weeks. There's 1, there's 2, Sakura kicks out. How ironic would that have been if I said Sakura's more alive and then she just immediately gets eliminated. And now a 1-on-2 against Junko. Sakura not liking that, instead powerbomb right next to the ropes. And now middle rope. Staring down her opponent, climbing back down, but tackling Mukuro. Picking up the baseball bat. Junko attacking her from behind. Into the headbuster and the pin. Mukuro watching, there's one, Sakura kicks out. And now Mukuro picking up the steel chair, attacking Junko. One hit over the head. There's one. There's two. Junko kicks out. And now Mukuro with the 12-6 elbow. Sakura picking up another steel chair. And now going after Mukuro for some reason. Junko with the drop kick and the stomp to the baseball bat. Screw that baseball bat in particular. Backbreaker connecting right onto the wooden baseball bat. And now Mukuro again going after her sister, tossing her into the corner. But Sakura preventing Mukuro from attacking. 180 powerbomb. Mukuro rolling out of the ring. Sakura again not going for the pin. Instead using the baseball bat. Junko rolling out of the way. And is Sakura's hubris getting the best of her? That's 3 opportunities that she could have gone for the pinfall, but just didn't. And now Mukuro again going after his sister, tossing her outside the ring, picking up the steel chair, and now heading outside the ring, going after Sakura. And yeah, this is a Falls Count Anywhere. Sakura with the attack on the outside. Junko just having an argument with herself. There's one. There's two. Mukuro so close to being eliminated, but kicking out. And now Sakura heading back into the ring. Junko looking to follow her. Sakura picking up the baseball bat, but Junko knocking it out of her hand with that slide. And a sit-down powerbomb onto the steel chair. There's one. There's two. And Sakura has been eliminated. Mukuro sending Junko into the corner. Junko with the reverse. Mukuro with the reversal right back. And Junko with another reversal. Picking up the steel chair. And abusing Mukuro with it just for one swing. And now going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Mukuro kicks out. And yeah, what a surprise. Sakura, the first to be eliminated, probably exerting too much energy. But also, you know, not going for the pins when she could have. That at the very least would have prevented her opponents from being able to catch their breaths quite as quickly. Mukuro with the spinning powerbomb picking Junko back up, but Junko with the reversal. And the running clothesline picking Mukuro up, and another clothesline picking her up, and another not clothesline. Single leg dropkick. Picking up the chair and some more attacks. And now just bashing Mukuro over the head. And now Junko looking for another tornado toss. Just catching the ropes, and I was going to say, where she stops, nobody knows. I don't think even Junko knew. Split leg takedown attempt, but Mukuro stepping out of the way just in time. And now bashing Junko's head into the mat. Picking Junko back up. And back inside the ring. Mukuro climbing in herself. Looking for the stomp, but Junko getting out of the way. Punch to the stomach. And Junko with a chicken wing facebuster into the pin. There's Uno. There's Dos. And your winner is Junko Enoshima. Okay, somebody give this woman a championship opportunity because she has just been lighting up the ring as of late. Getting the pin against Sakura. And then against Mukuro, and then just, of course, all of those reversals. Somebody give this woman a championship opportunity because she absolutely deserves it as of late. Wow. And now for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is the Ultimate Coach, Nekomaru Nidai. And his opponent, it is the Ultimate Assassin, Agent 47.
Weighing in at 185 pounds, the Assassin AK-47.
And this is basically going to be a battle between a striker versus submission specialist. Submission specialist. Striker versus submission specialist. That's actually not that hard to say now that I say it out loud. Although we've seen before that 47 is just... he's deadly in all forms of matches, especially Extreme Rules and no holds barred matches, but even in just normal single fall matches, he is a force to be reckoned with. And referee rings the bell. 47 immediately running towards Nekomaru as soon as the bell rings, and now sending him into the corner with the clothesline and the kicks to the stomach. Just a mud stomps. And taking Nekomaru by surprise, taking me by surprise, probably taking the entire audience by surprise. 47 out the gate like a 47 caliber bullet. And now climbing up top. Diving stomp attempt, but Nekomaru getting out of the way. 47 very quick to recover. And the takedown, picking Nekomaru back up to his feet. And looking for the early silent assassin. But Nekomaru very quickly getting out. And this is rather uncharacteristic from 47. Usually he's pretty slow and pretty methodical. Not right out the gate. but maybe that's part of the strategy. Because it's so unprecedented. There's one. There's two. 47 kicks out. Like, maybe because it's so uncharacteristic that it works. Nekomaru pulling on the arm. And now picking 47 up off the mat. Into the military press. And the face buster. Nekomaru picking 47 back to his feet. And tossing him. Never mind. Shoulder barge. And now looking for the stomping arm breaker. Connects. Stomp to the ankle. And very quickly putting a stop to whatever 47 had cooking. But 47, as soon as I say that, with the reversal, hopping over Nekomaru, picking him up over the shoulders, and the falling backbreaker. But Nekomaru back to his feet through 47's legs. 47 immediately picking him up, and the knee to the gut, and the kick to the spine. Now 47, I'm not entirely sure what he's planning here. Kick combo into the head suplex, or the hair grapple suplex, whatever you want to call it. 47 lining himself up, spear to the outside. And a jumping knee, there's two. Now 47 trying to regain control of the match. Does try. Nekomaru sending 47 into the barricade, and there's Quattro. Y5. And Nekomaru back into the ring. And the suplex. Nekomaru with the reversal, and again taunting the crowd. 47 very quick to his feet though, making Nekomaru pay for his taunt. Going for the pin, there's one. Nekomaru thought that was going to be a pin, but, a rope break, but no, just kicks out immediately. And the running clotheslines. There's one. There's two. Nekomaru kicks out. And now 47 looking for the finisher, but Nekomaru with the reversal. And the stunner into the pin. There's one. There's two. 47 kicks out. Nekomaru climbing up top, looking for the diving elbow. Connects. Picking 47 back to his feet. 47 with the reversal, kick to the thigh. And the single shoulder suplex. 47 from behind. Shot to the bridge of the nose and the clothesline. Now 47 in the corner. Potentially lining himself up for an attack. Looking for the spear, but Nekomaru pushing him away. Picking 47 up and face into the turnbuckle. Falling fist connects, looking for the stomp, that connects. But that one doesn't. 47 back to his feet, Nekomaru sending him back down with that head scissor takedown. Now 47 onto the apron. Nekomaru again taunting to the crowd, spearing 47 off the apron, sliding out. Picking 47 up to his feet, tossing him back inside the ring, and climbing in all before the referee could even count to one. That's what I like to see. Nekomaru with the glorious uppercut into the pin. There's one. There's two. 47 kicks out, but Nekomaru looking for another finisher. And the stunner connects into the pin. Uno, dos. 47 kicks out. And Nekomaru again picking 47 up off the apron, or excuse me, off the mat, touting him around over his head, and the military press drop. And again. Nekomaru's just showing off at this point. And now, not going for the pin, instead going to the corner. Crossbody splash just barely within range. And now picking 47 up behind. But 47 somehow with the knees. And the stomp. Picking Nekomaru up by his feet and the corner powerbomb. Nekomaru immediately to his feet, kicks the stomach. And the snapmare takedown. Or excuse me, a snapmare suplex. And again, catching his neck. Nekomaru with the takedown. And again to the top rope. Telling 47 to get to his feet. And top rope RKO into the pin. There's one. There's two. 47 still kicking out. Nekomaru grabbing 47 from behind, and there's the sit-down powerbomb. And the stomp to the face, picking 47 up, but 47 with the reversal with a Dragon Screw takedown. Stomp to the ankle, and working on that arm. .47 grappling Nekomaru from behind, and the sleeper hold takedown. Looking to pick up Nekomaru. Eventually does. Cross arm neck breaker. And now 47 in the corner, connecting with the spear this time, going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Nekomaru kicks out. .47 again picking Nekomaru up, looking for the grab. This time connects. Choke slam into the submission hold. Nekomaru trying to get out, but can't, taps out, and 47 comes out on top. And like I said before, never count him out. He is always just like... yeah, he's always looking for a surprise. And that very quick opening, that probably didn't win him the match per se, but it certainly helped. And then being well versed in jiu-jitsu and just being able to make opponents tap out at will, that is a very helpful skill, and all that combined is what won 47 that match. And now for our next matchup. Introducing first, it is the Mad Dog of Shimano, the one-eyed slugger, Goro Majima.
Making his way to the ring from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 180 pounds, the Maniac, Mad Dog Maria.
And his opponent, it is the Dragon of Dojima, the 4th chairman of the, don't tell me, Dojima clan. I think, no, Tojo? Is he the 4th Tojo chairman? Anyway, it is Kazuma Kiryu. Oh my, yep, I'm just completely messing this up. I'm sorry. It is Kazuma Kiryu. It is Kiryu-chan. It is Tojo, right? Omi Alliance? No. I think it is Tojo. I just looked it up. I'm pretty sure it is Tojo. Anyway, Kiryu immediately beginning the offense against Majima. And the knee strikes to the chest. Both men immediately making their way to the outside. Kiryu with a double leg dropkick attempt, and Majima with the attack, or with the step to the side, sending Kiryu-chan back inside the ring. And now, Kiryu, bouncing Majima off the ropes. And now going for the pin. There's one. There's two. Majima kicks out. And yet, the more I Google, the more confident I am that it is the Tojo clan. And Majima with the running clothesline, picking Kiryu back to his feet. And the snap mirror takedown, picking Kiryu back up. And a rolling takedown. Rolling Kiryu onto his stomach, onto his back. And the elbow to the hamstring. Now just punching the knee. And now Majima getting his fair share of offense in himself. And picking Kiryu back up to his feet, the right hand. And looking for the clothesline. Kiryu blocks that, but Majima immediately picks him up and power bombs him. And connects with a rolling elbow. Kiryu back to his feet, but Majima forcing him back up, and the facebuster. And Majima still with the punches to the knee. And another foot DDT. And now Majima looking around, running around, and almost breaking the leg clean off. And now both men again to the outside. And again, Majima has advantage. Picking Kiryu back up, and again. No, I thought he was going to toss him back into the ring. Nope. Connects with a spinning tornado kick. Picking him back up and tossing Kiryu back inside the ring. There's a 3 count, but no more. Majima tripping Kiryu up and going for the pin. There's one, breaker style. Seeing a bit of a, seeing some action here. And Majima with the springboard RKO. And looking for the finisher. Kick to the stomach, and there's the single knee strike into the pin. There's one. There's two. Kiryu kicks out. Majima quick to his feet to continue this assault. Snap here into the spinning tornado kick yet again. This time on the inside. Or inside of the ring. Picking Kiryu back up, looking for the trip, but Kiryu with the reversal, and now both men trading blows in the middle of the ring. Kiryu sending Majima for a run, but Majima just grabbing the ropes. Telling Kiryu-chan to eat it. He's not returning back to the ring, and never mind. Majima as clever and as tricky as always. Backflip splash into another standing shooting star press, picking Kiryu back to his feet. Tossing him into the cage that lines the ramp. And the referee doesn't know what to do. Majima climbs back out. Looking for the stomp, but there's the 1 count finally. And Kiryu with the bell clap. Majima with the back elbow. And the spinning takedown right onto the hard concrete. Looking for the stomp. Kiryu getting out of the way. There's 4. Majima with the reversal right back. And with the knee right to the nuts. And then the crosswise splash onto the concrete. There's 5. Standing shooting star press. Doing some more damage again because of that hard concrete underneath Kiryu. Kiryu with the reversal. Referee at 6. And Majima with the roaring uppercut. There is the 7 count. Majima running back to the ring. There's 8. Staring down his old rival before climbing back out and resetting the count back to 1. Kiryu turning around, grabbing Majima's snapmare suplex. Majima continuing his assault though. Not going to let a little suplex stun him. There's a 3 count. Majima with a lever pull arm breaker. And the wrist clutch into the double knee strike. Kiryu being picked back up. Majima sending him into the barricade. 7 count. Majima back into the ring. He's going to head back out at the count of 8. If we ever get to that. Kiryu climbs back into the ring. Majima picking him up over his shoulders and connecting his chest up against the ropes. Picking Kiryu back up to his feet. Majima making room. Double roll into the double foot stomp. And the pin. Or roll into the double foot stomp. There's 1, there's 2. Kiryu kicks out somehow. Majima looking for the kick, but whiffed. Kiryu with the back elbow reversal and the suplex. Preventing Majima from rolling out. Kiryu forcing him back into the ring. Stomp to the back of the head. And a double knee strike. Picking Majima back to his feet. Over the shoulders and a roaring neck breaker. Kiryu into the corner, looking to fly, looking to connect with the elbow, but whiffed. And now Majima with another stunner going for a pin. There's one. There's two. And Kiryu's not going to kick out. And what a surprise. Majima comes home away with the victory. Majima comes away with the victory, and Majima just getting the victory.
Here is your winner, the Maniac, Mad Dog Maria.
And that was a very well fought match from both of them, but Majima just had that through and through. And now for our next matchup of the evening. Introducing first, it is Akane Owari.
To the ring, from Japan, the Falcon, Akane Owens.
And her opponent, it is very quickly becoming the villain of the women's division. It is Big Trish. And both women staring each other down. Referee rings the bell. Akane immediately running towards Trish, and a spinning tornado takedown, or a spinning tornado kick into a very early pin after that elbow. Stop smiling at me, Akane. Akane with the right hand and the snap DDT into the standing shooting star press, picking Trish back up to her feet. But Trish with the reversal. I was gonna say, Akane can't keep up this offense for long. Trish is not gonna let her. And that barrel takedown, yep, that was proof of that. Now Trish going for the ground and pound, and a stomp right to the stomach, picking Akane back to her feet. A right hand into the kick combo and the revolution knee smash. Akane trying to catch her breath. Trish not letting her, picking her up, and a powerbomb takedown. And a kick right to the spine. Now working on that arm. And a knee smash right to the face, and both women rolling to the outside. Trish grabbing Akane, picking her up, and tossing her face first into the apron. Looking for the stomp, Akane rolling out of the way just in time, but Trish pushing her back down. And back up to her feet. Trish sending Akane into the corner. And backing her up. Quite literally. Into the corner barricade. And some stomps to the side of the head. And ascending Akane, running from one side of the ring to the other. Seven count, but I don't think Trish is going to really care. There's 8. Trish from the top rope. Diving Superman punch connects and now heads back into the ring and slides back out. Because why not? Picking Akane back up, turning her around. Akane with the acrobatic reversal, but Trish, unamused, just pushing her back down to the ground. Climbing back in, and now just taunting from the corner. There's a 4 count. Trish watches as Akane steps back into the ring, immediately grabs her, and goes for the spinning arm breaker. Picking Akane back up to her feet. And the Irish Whip into the Revolution knee smash again. And now stomping on the leg. Trish picking Akane back up to her feet. And a Sling Blade takedown into another pin attempt. There's 1. There's 2. Akane kicks out. Trish telling the referee to pick up his counts. And now Trish lining herself up with the rolling neck breaker. Not going for the pin right away, instead picking up Akane, lining herself up, and another Sling Blade takedown into the pin. There's 1. There's 2. Akane still somehow kicks out. Trish picking Akane back up to her feet and continuing this squash of a match. Kick right to the spine. And now headlock using the legs. Not sure if this is a wear down or an actual submission attempt. I think Trish is just trying to wear down Akane. Nope, it was an actual submission attempt. Trish again winning the grapple, picking Akane up and tossing her against the ropes. And now Akane on the apron, Trish spearing her off. And again, this match tumbles to the outside. Trish with another diving Superman punch that connects. Looking for the stomp, Akane getting out of the way. And climbs back into the ring, but Trish not stunned for very long. Grabbing Akane, tossing her into the corner. Corner knee strike. And now trying to choke her out, stomp to the chest. And looking for the soccer ball kick, Akane rolling out of the way, but Trish pushing her down. Picking Akane back up, Akane with the headbutt right to the mask. And the arm drag. Into the rolling neck breaker, Akane's gained second wind here. Picking Trish back up to her feet. But Trish with the reversal after that duck. And now rolling out of the ring. Climbing back in. I think she was thinking about going underneath, but with the referee staring her down, probably wouldn't be the smartest idea. Akane with the reversal and the backwards neck breaker. Trish back up to her feet, but Akane continuing her comeback. bouncing off the top rope, running reverse bulldog. And now going for the pin, there's one. There's two, Trish kicks out. Akane picking Trish back up. And the facebuster. And now Akane making her way into the corner. Climbing to the top rope. Turning around. Looking for the shooting star press, but just barely missing. And now Trish just tossing her unceremoniously, looking for another rolling neck breaker. And connects. And now Trish still not going for the pin, instead climbing to the top rope. Telling Akane to get back to her feet, and there we go, Superman punch from the top rope. Still not going for the pin. Instead, onto the apron, crossbody splash. Akane trying to scramble out of the way, but Trish connecting with that attack nonetheless. Just not exactly how she envisioned. Going for the pin, there's one. There's two. And Akane is going to be pinned. But, yeah, Trish had that match for like 90% of that. Akane tried to make a comeback, but Trish was just too, I don't know, powerful is probably not the right word I'm looking for, but it was just too strong.
Here is your winner, Big TNT.
And now for our penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first. It is the Thunder from Down Under. Outback Thunder.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Sydney, Australia, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Terror Outlaw Thunder.
And Outback looking to continue the roller coaster ride of a season that he's been having. He's had some pretty high highs and some pretty low lows. Some really good matches against really good opponents, and some disappointing matches against disappointing opponents. And his opponent. It is none other than the one and only Raiden.
At 33 pounds, Raiden.
And now referee rings the bell. Raiden immediately running towards Outback Thunder, but Outback with the reversal, picking Raiden up. And connecting with the falling neckbreaker. And then a knee to the face. And a stomp to the chest. Or excuse me, stomp to the thigh. Into the hammer punch takedown. Raiden with the block for that kick. And his favorite move, the backwards Pele kick. Or the backflip Pele kick. Into the stomp to the ankle. Outback kicking him off. And Outback with the takedown right into the corner. But Raiden taking full advantage of Outback. Taunting on him. Head scissor takedown into the rolling neckbreaker suplex. And looking for the standing shooting star press. Outback Thunder with the reversal. And the double leg drop kick to the back. Kick to the gut. And a gut buster. And Outback with the spinning takedown. Raiden trying to get to his feet, but Outback with a knee to the face. And the ground and pound. Raiden elbowing himself out of that grapple. And with the float over suplex. And now looking for the People's Shooting Star Press. Backflip connects. And seeing an opportunity to pin, so he does that. There's one. There's two. Outback kicks out. Nice little opportunistic pin there by Raiden. Tossing Outback outside the ring, rolling out himself. And the snap suplex. Or excuse me, yeah. Snap DDT. Outback tossing Raiden back into the ring, only to taunt on the crowd. And Raiden just completely eating shit there. But getting up, pretending that like that didn't happen, and then connecting with the Pele kick. Raiden picking Outback back to his feet, tossed into the ring. There's four, and Raiden's back in. Going for the pin. There's one. Outback kicks out. Kick to the jaw, going for another pin and another immediate one count. Outback rolling to the outside. Raiden looking for another suicide attack, and Outback again getting out of the way. Snap takedown, picking Raiden back to his feet. But Raiden with the reversal, elbowing him in the back of the knee. Now working on that ankle. And a heel kick right to the jaw. There's a 5 count. Raiden turning Outback around. And the backbiter, there's 6. Raiden again picking Outback up, there's 7. And tossing him back inside the ring. Jumping in himself. And I think we're all waiting for it. Yes, here it is. It's the rule of nature. But Outback with the reversal. And a clothesline right to the back of the neck. Turning Raiden around, and Outback looking for his own finisher. Looking for the Southern Cross Powerbomb. Connects into the pin. There's one. There's two. Raiden kicks out. Outback picking Raiden back up to his feet. And choke slam. Raiden with the reversal. And now telling Outback Thunder off. Picking him back up to his feet and a kick right to the jawline. Again, picking Outback to his feet. Outback with the reversal. And Outback picking Raiden up and the takedown. Picking him back up to his feet again. But Raiden with the reversal. And another rolling neck breaker. And Raiden looking for another Rules of Nature. Hopefully this one connects. Picking Outback up. And yes, connecting with the Rules of Nature. Going for the pin, there's one. There's two. Outback kicks out. Raiden making his way to the top rope. Turning around. Backflip. Outback onto the apron trying to catch his breath. But Raiden taking full advantage. Apron backbreaker. And now Raiden with a kick to the spine and a stomp to the arm. And again. And a stomp right to the back. Outback with the reversal. And the takedown, picking Raiden back up to his feet. Tossing him into the corner. And hanging him over the top. And a kick right to the side of the head. There's 6. Outback picking Raiden back to his feet. Uppercut into the right hand, into the left. Spinning heel kick. There's 7. Outback sending Raiden for a run. 8 count. Outback into the ring. Sliding back out. There's 1. Picking Raiden up. Turning him around. And the backbreaker. There's 4. Outback sending Raiden into the barricade. And face first into the top. There's 6. Outback picking Raiden back up. Raiden with the reversal. Outback with the right hand just knocking him back down. Climbing in at 8. Is going to head right back out. Yep. Leaving Raiden outside as long as he can. And now Outback Thunder picking Raiden up. Looking for the Rules of Nature. Connecting on the outside. And now the right hand picking Raiden back up to his feet. Tossing him back inside the ring. Thinks he's had enough fun on the outside. Rolling Raiden onto his back. Going for the pin. There's 1. There's 2. And Raiden kicks out. Pulling on the arm, looking for the stomp. Raiden rolls out. Looking for the grab, but Outback Thunder with the reversal. Or with the dodge, rather. And stomping Raiden on the inside of the thigh. Raiden with the reversal right back. and both whiffing on their attacks because, you know, fuck you. And there's a spinning takedown. Outback, instead of going for the pin, just goes for the taunt. And now heads to the top rope. Diving knee strike. And Outback Thunder looking for his second Southern Cross. Raiden slow to get to his feet. Raiden with the reversal. And the rolling takedown into the Pele kick. Outback trying to get to his feet using the ropes. Raiden immediately there. And a kick right to the side of the head. Outback Thunder. Of course he rolls to the apron. Of fucking course he does. Raiden spearing him off. Raiden, what a complete fucking dumbass. Outback tossing Raiden back into the ring, and yeah, the AI is breaking. The AI is absolutely breaking. Outback Thunder with the elbow, and again. And a third elbow. And now into the ground and pound. And now signaling the end, hopefully. Sending Raiden for a run, but whiffing on the grab because of fucking course he does. Now Raiden doesn't whiff on the grab because he's not a complete fucking dipshit. And now Raiden looking for the rules of nature yet again. Picking Outback up. And sending him down with a powerbomb, connecting with the rules of nature, going for the pin. There's one. There's two. And Outback Thunder does not kick out. Raiden looking for a handshake after that long battle of a match. But Outback Thunder tossing his hand away, believing that that win was his and his alone. Raiden looking confused. Again, Outback Thunder is a complete sore loser. And now the main event of the evening, introducing first. It is your men's Universal Champion, Senator Armstrong.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the good old USA, weighing in at 500 pounds, the men's undisputed extreme, the Universal World Champion, the Senator Stephen Armstrong.
And his opponent, it is Harambe.
Weighing in at
And referee rings the bell for this final match of the evening. It's a heavyweight bout as Armstrong immediately picks Harambe up. And just showing off at this point. Delayed suplex takedown into the stomp to the face. Picking Harambe up and sit down powerbomb. And Armstrong with the knee to the face. Picking Harambe back up, turning him around, not turning him around, instead trying to turn him around, but Harambe with the reversal. And the right hands into the axe handle punch, and again. Armstrong rolling back to his feet, but Harambe continuing the offense. And a facebuster takedown, and of course Armstrong rolls to the outside. Harambe with the missile takedown. And continuing his assault on the outside. Harambe sending Armstrong back inside the ring, climbing in himself. And a double stump, and again. Harambe picking Armstrong back to his feet, over the shoulder, and a rolling barrel takedown. And looking for the frog splash, Armstrong getting his knees up. And running clothesline. Running headbutt into the frog splash of his own. There's one, there's two. Harambe kicks out. Armstrong sending him for a run, and a spinning back elbow connects, picking Harambe back up to his feet. And tossing him into the corner. Harambe with the reversal, spinning heel kick into the diving tackle. There's one. Armstrong kicks out. Harambe picking him back up to his feet. And the gorilla press slam into the pin. There's one. There's two. Armstrong barely kicks out, but kicks out nonetheless. Harambe continuing his assault, picking him up. But Armstrong with the reversal punch right to the face, and then continuing the punches, but Harambe with the reversal right back, sending Armstrong for a run, and just stomp right to the face. Now Armstrong rolling to the outside, Harambe following him. And Harambe picking Armstrong up and spinning powerbomb takedown, catching the ankle against the barricade, picking him back up and tossing him back inside the ring. Harambe following him. And Harambe with the elbow drop from the top rope, going for another pin. There's one. There's two. And Harambe getting a very quick victory. And there was very little Armstrong could have done. Harambe just clean sweep.
Here is your winner, Gorilla Harry B.
But as we watch Harambe's celebration, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here tonight for Wingcrest, and hope to see you on Friday for Eclipse, and of course on Sunday for our Summer SmackDown pay-per-view event. But until then, we are signing out. See ya.